Welcome everyone to today's report. You're listening to the account with a new summary for day 373 of the war in Ukraine. Thank you for joining me. Today I sadly have to give a very short report due to time limitations. Instead of summarizing the articles, I will read off the headlines mostly and do a very short summarization of the intelligence reports instead of reading them in full. Also, I won't be able to give you a report tomorrow as I have to attend a family gathering. On Sunday I will be traveling home again, but I will arrive in time to prepare a report. Today the updates are grouped into the usual situation inside Ukraine, the occupied territories, Russia and Belarus, and the international developments. But before we start, the flashpoints along the front. Bakhmut. Ukraine reported repelled attacks around Orikhovo-Vasilivka, Dubovo-Vasilivka, Kryhorivka, Bodanivka, and Bakhmut itself. The situation around Bakhmut is extremely worrying. The attack pattern shows Russian forces have managed to extend their range quite a bit past Bakhmut. To start the news segment, a look at all the minor updates out of Ukraine. The Kyiv Oblast military administration has ordered the partial mandatory evacuation of Kupiansk. The Kyiv Independent journalists won an award for the investigation into the International Legion. Oleksiy Danilov said on Russian military losses near Bakhmut, "They are 1-7 in our favor." Next up, the latest regarding the situation in the occupied territories. Since Russia is not able to siege and capture the city of Zaporizhia, they decided to make Melitopol the Oblast center. Moving on to the news updates from Russia and Belarus. Yevgeny Prigoyhin, head of the Wagner PMC, claimed today that his mercenaries encircled Bakhmut. The claim was quickly exposed as a lie. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov was ridiculed in India during a speech about Ukrainian aggression and independence from the West. Nearly 10,000 Russian soldiers have called the "I Want to Live" hotline, stating their willingness to surrender since its creation. And to wrap up the news segment, the international developments. The US has announced a new aid package to Ukraine with ammunition for HIMARS, howitzers, and Bradley vehicles worth $400 million. And now for a quick summarization of the daily intelligence reports. Today, the UK Ministry of Defence assessed Russia's participation in international arms fairs and the use of the Arena East system. The Institute for the Study of War took a look at the Bryansk incident, as well as the Blinken-Lavrov meeting, Olaf Scholz's demand for security guarantees for Ukraine, and the ongoing fighting between Prigoyhin and the Kremlin. For the general staff update, we have the same attack patterns by Russia. The enemy is concentrating its main efforts on conducting offensive operations in the Kupiansk, Liman, Bakhmut, Avdiivka, and Shakhtarsk directions. The General Staff also mentioned that pensioners and others receiving social benefits in Luhansk Oblast are deprived of their social security payments. Russia turned off ATMs and offer cash payments instead. However, no cash is available for most of them. And that concludes today's report. If you're interested in any of the articles I mentioned and want to read up on them, you can find links to them in the description as usual. If you enjoyed the report and found it informative, please consider sharing it with others and giving me a like. I hope you will join me again on Sunday. Thank you for tuning in and have a great day. You were listening to The Account. Slava Ukraini.